A caffeine kickstart for Kai on a day he might need it. A plumber with a growing business, waiting to hear what the Chancellor was brewing up for him, his employees and the economy.
And what are you hoping for from the budget? What are you looking for today?
Look, I think with a lot of us, let's say working class, it's just a case of dealing with the cards that we're dealt with. Obviously, we hope for change and lower taxes and stuff, but ultimately it's a case of do what we're told.
Kai employs 7 engineers working across Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire and Cambridgeshire, earning north of £45,000 a year.
Cutting public spending, leaving communities and entire regions behind, starving our economy of investment and...
He heard Rachel Reeves announce an £8 billion stealth tax increase that will affect him, his staff and those aspiring to join them.
Yeah, it seems like the same thing year on end. Work harder, pay more tax. The thresholds, well, have been frozen again for until 31, wasn't it? So it's just a case where we see less of our money. Look, yeah, tax the rich has been a thing for a while, but I still don't think that it's fair.
On the edge of the Chilterns and just half an hour by train from central London, Hitchin is the most expensive market town in England for first-time buyers and has above average salaries. It flipped from Conservative to Labour at the election and is now precisely the kind of place being squeezed harder by the Chancellor.
So Rachel Reeves has made her pitch. Taxes will rise to put the public finances straight, but also to fund welfare spending that she said she'd cut. The net effect is that household incomes are going to be squeezed. What's striking in an affluent town like Hitchin is it's quite hard to find anyone who thinks this budget was for them.
We're going to be paying more while other people are going to be getting more money and they're not going to be working, and I just don't think it's fair.
Yeah, I think if you're from a generation where you're trying to do well for yourself, trying to do things which were once possible for everybody, which are not possible for everybody now, like buying a house, starting a family like we just have, it's extremely difficult.
I've come from like a hard working background, and the thought that people that aren't working or entitled to money for free are just going to be topped up and get more, I just think it encourages the opposite.
The cost of living crisis has not entirely passed Hitchin by. This second-hand toy stall does brisk business.
We weren't sure whether that would work, but actually the opposite was true, that actually some of the affluent people are struggling, as well as those on lower incomes. So it serves the purpose for both ends of the economy, really.
This is why I always come here, because if you have a look, there isn't a box, but look at the price. Now, fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that at all. The elderly, they're struggling, bless them. The sick, people with young children, they're all struggling. Even if they're working, they are struggling.
The Chancellor has targeted savings as well as earnings, hoping to raise almost £5 billion from national insurance on salary sacrifice pension contributions.
It's going to be a clear disincentive for people to save additionally into their pensions. I mean, what we find is that a lot of some of our clients, their staff, if they have a good year, are entitled to a bonus, they will sacrifice their bonus and put it into a pension.
The long wait for this budget is finally over. The hard work may just have begun for those paying for it. Paul Kelso, Sky News in Hitchin.